Hello, my name is Chelsea Pena. I'm a reporter with New Mexico in Depth, covering immigration issues. I'm catching up with Laura Aguiar because a lot has happened since our last interview with her, where she talked about how the uncertainty of the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program has made dealing with her rare form of cancer more difficult. She speaks to me from her hospital bed in Portland via teleconference recording.
I guess it started out as a distal pancreatotomy, where they were going to remove my spleen and then also remove my gallbladder. But it looks like it turned into what's called a Whipple, which is where they take some of my stomach and they have to re-sew some of my intestine in my stomach to other things. And so that's what it kind of turned into because Gilbert, who that's my tumor, we named him Gilbert, apparently really latched on to the stomach once they came for him. And so they had to remove parts that they weren't expecting to remove because of that. Um, then they cleaned my liver. They said that the tumors on my liver were the size of craters. Like I saw pictures. There were actual like craters, like baseball craters on my liver. Um, but other than that, it looked pretty nice, and the doctor said it wasn't a liver. It just needs to heal completely. At this point, the only bad thing is that they only managed to get 90% of it. When I did the scan, that 3-day scan in New Mexico, it didn't show that in the back near that big vein that um, has the blood flow from the rest of your body down. It didn't show that I had one or two tumors there. And because of that, they weren't anticipating it. So they ended up cutting that blood valve 3 times. So they had to sew it back together 3 times. And so I ended up losing 4 units of blood. And they had to put me in a medical coma so that I could start healing that way. So I didn't wake up until the next day from surgery. Feel like maybe it's being put on the back burner, but there are a lot of other issues, around us. But I still feel like it's the most important issue right now that needs to be addressed and needs to be handled, because there's so many of us out there. I guess what is to come is to really take the time that I need to heal, um, to establish myself in my new workplace and do a good job there as well. Um, I've been really thankful to Southwestern because I've been using Cobra, which means that I've been paying for my health insurance out of pocket from New Mexico to take care of all of this because I had already reached my out of pocket max with them. So I just pay about $410 a month for my health insurance. And that's better than, paying thousands of dollars for health insurance. And then after this, we plan to take a good trip. It'll be our anniversary here in June. So we got to go someplace nice and, you know, keep living, I think is the most important plan that we have. So